Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mom Rom-Com, your go-to podcast for everything motherhood.
where we keep it real, relatable, and sometimes chaotic. I'm Gunjan.
And I'm Palak. And today we're going to talk about something that saved our sanity as moms.
Apps. Yes, digital apps. So, whether you're a new mom, you're an expecting mom, or you're deep in the toddler trenches, these apps will save your sanity.
Same. You know what, Gunjan? I never thought that I'm going to be the kind of mom who keeps a track of everything. The naps, the feeds, the poop, everything.
Oh my god, the poop logs, Pala. I think motherhood makes you do these crazy things.
Yeah, it does. I think we should dive right in.
Yes, let's go with the first one.
The first one for me was Baby Sender. It's the first app that I downloaded. It was actually recommended by the gynecologist.
Oh, so it's the app that lets you, track the baby growth, right?
Yes, correct. That is the one. So it tells you which fruit size is your baby this week. So, they would send weekly updates on your phone. It's like a full one pager which talks about the changes that you will experience, how the baby is changing, what should be the weight of the baby, how should your weight increase.
I think that's really good. It's really good, yeah, especially when you're expecting your first child and you're pregnant. There's so much anticipation and excitement, yeah, in your first time pregnancy that you want to know, like,
Yeah.
what is your baby like right now? The symptoms that you're going through, is it normal? Like, I'm so glad that, we have access to such apps that, other than Google, we use a trusted source to verify and all those questions that keep us awake at night.
Yes, and it has a beautiful community also. So, like, if you have any questions, you can actually ask, and you do get a lot of responses also.
Yeah.
So, things like the skin is forming, the lungs are forming, the eyes are forming. And so, for me, I was not gaining a lot of weight. So, I did end up sending this question on their community, on the app, on the community that they have.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of moms who went through the same. So, they told me it's absolutely normal to not gain so much weight initially.
Yeah.
So yeah, these kind of things they keep cropping up, and these kind of apps they help quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a big 10 on 10. And I think any new mom, any expecting mom, if they're watching this, then we totally recommend this app 10 on 10. Okay, Pallav, let's go with the second one. What do you have number two on the list?
Helofy app. That was my go-to app after having yolk because the biggest problem I faced was capping the breast feeds. Like, there's a certain duration after which you're supposed to feed. There's a certain duration for which you're supposed to feed.
Yeah.
So I couldn't keep a track of that,
Yeah.
and hence this app came in handy.
Yeah, I think it's always so good to have any sort of technology driven support during the postpartum phase. And I think by you have used this app, I was also breastfeeding back in Canada and did not have access to any such app. So I was using the good old stationery and logging my feeds. So yeah, I think it is kudos. Yeah.
Yes, it was great because in the middle of the night, I don't know how you did that because hats off to you
Yeah.
in the middle of the night because there are times when the baby overfeeds. And in the initial months, baby get a lot of colic and that becomes a problem. So, doctors are so strict about the number of feeds that you're giving, the duration and everything.
Yeah.
So, hats off to you. Kudos if you were noting it down. But yeah, this app really came in handy for me.
Yeah, I think so any mom that they're planning to, breastfeed, yeah, or if they are seeking help for breastfeeding, I think this app can be really helpful. In my case, though, I consulted a lactation consultant and I did speak to them for all my breastfeeding queries. But, if I had an app like that, it would have become so much easier. Like things would have been so much easier. And having an access to a community of moms to ask your questions, even better. Okay, so Palal, the third app that I would like to talk about would be Huckleberry. So I had no idea, Palal, that babies would sleep, would require a routine for their proper sleep. Like I always thought that babies sleep and they're tired. But when you have a baby, how do you recognize that the baby is tired? So it was so tough for me to put a routine to his sleep. And without a routine, so that I did not have any help, I could not function. I was struggling with zero sleep. So I think this app came in really handy for me at that time.
Yes, I think it's very important because if the baby doesn't sleep on time,
Yeah.
they become really cranky. Yeah, they become really overstimulated, and then that is another ballgame altogether for a new mom. For me, I think mostly because I was on my maternity leave, I had quite a lot of help at home. So, sleep was never a problem while I was very mindful of the number of naps he's supposed to take. So, like, initially 3 naps are a must when the baby is small. For 3 months, 3 naps are a must. So, I was making sure that he's getting those naps, he's waking up refreshed, and, he's going out and his change of scenery and all. While I never felt the need to record. Understand? I'm glad, Palak, you named that a baby need 3 naps. I had no idea, like, okay, if a baby is 4 months old, does he need 2 naps? Does he need 3 naps? How much of a day sleep? How much of a night sleep? I was alone in Canada, and I had nobody to guide me through it. I was doomed. And this app really came in handy at that time, I used to log Ayan's naps. I used to log his nighttime sleep. It used to give me age-wise suggestions that, okay, if he's 6 months old right now, he needs 2 naps, he needs this much amount of day sleep. So that, okay, helpful. Yeah, I think it was so helpful for me at that time. So that because I was functioning during his naps, I had to, do my house chores, I had to do my work. So I think something like this came in so handy, and I think if any new mom or any expecting mom watching this, they should definitely make it a point to understand about child sleep and understand that it's very important for us to give them proper routine to their sleep so that they can be better, they can have better growth, and we can also function like human beings. We can get some sleep and be sane. I think one good thing that happened was the doctor told me that the one thing that you have to do for a baby is build routines. Yeah. If you're not building a routine, you're treating them like an adult. Yeah. Babies can't function like that. Yeah. Their food, their sleeps, their naps, their feeds, whatever they do in a day has to be the same. And that is the best for their growth. Yeah. Like, they grow a lot when they sleep. Yeah. So it is important if there are mothers out there who are not giving their babies those naps on time. Just on time. Please do. Your babies need it. Yeah, so true for proper brain development and just for proper functioning. Yeah, everyone needs a decent sleep. So I think 10 on 10 actually for the Tala, which really saved me to, get out of those postpartum blues. So I think Palab next on the list is Solid Starts. It's actually a go-to app to understand what exactly does your child need like when you're starting solids. It was like my Bible when I started solids for Ayan. And what's a choking hazard? What are the first baby foods that we should try? And which food is enriched with iron? Which sort of food should be on the plate? How should I cut those foods so that a child doesn't get choked? I mean, it was a powerhouse of knowledge. Do you remember I've shared those screenshots with you and bombarded you with so much of that knowledge? Yeah, because it's needed. You don't know. You can't just feed the baby what you want to feed them. There's so many restrictions. Like, imagine you should know the right size of food that should have to be given to a baby. You can't give them like a big sized cucumber initially. You need to wait a while before they get there, before they know how to hold it. Or you need to be mindful what if the baby chokes on it. Yeah. So I was that mom who knew nothing. Of course, I took so much of information. I took so much of help from you. Yeah. And you shared all those screenshots. I also read a few books before I actually decided upon the kind of meals I want you to have. Yeah. This app, but I think I follow the Instagram page and it is full of information. All the recipes, all the science behind food, yeah, for that matter. I actually had never given so much thought to what goes on my plate until I came across this app. And I think more than the app, I've been a big follower on the Instagram. They are in more than 2 billion followers, I think, and clearly why not like yeah. And I think more than the internet, I think technology, I think these are some of the things when I used to share with my mom. Even my mom had no idea that when a baby is 6 months old, when a baby is 12 months, or when a baby has his grip built, we need to start cutting the foods in the certain yeah, it is a way. Yeah. The whole process is developed. And when I tell my mom about those things, she was so relieved because she had no idea about those things as well. Yes. So, I think during my baby-led weaning journey, I think it really, really helped. And now, since you are doing combination, you do mix of Furies and VLW, I'm sure it's going to be a big hit to you as well. Yeah, yeah. I seek information from their Instagram page all the time. Yes, my go-to for sure. So yeah, any toddler moms going through the solids journey, I think please give it a try. It's definitely recommended from both of us. Yes, 100%. Okay, Palak. So what's the last one on the list? I think this is the one app that you already have. In fact, two apps that you already have, but the level of appreciation you will have for them after becoming moms is going to be next level. Okay, so it is Amazon and Blinkit. Oh God, Blinkit is a godsend.
I came to India after a gap of 2.5 years, and when I got to know about the Blinkit, I was overwhelmed. I think one of the major decisions of staying longer in India was Blinkit because, yeah, the kind of convenience you have, everything delivered under 10 minutes. Trust me, Migori, for a grocery shopping in Canada in snow, it was a task. It took 2 days, 2 working days of planning. So, yeah, I think.
And I think behavior here has changed. Earlier, I thought I'll make a list of things that I need to buy for him every month and I'm going to, make a purchase. Bullshit. I'm ordering every day. Like the wipes are over, order now. Diapers are over, order immediately. Baby food is over, order immediately. I think it is my go-to app. Like how lazy can a person become? I think there are good things, but this app has made me lazy for sure.
No, I think definitely lazy. We've stopped taking those trips to the supermarkets to grab the vegetables. But at the same time, I think with the kind of routines we have with newborns,
It's like, yeah, the yeah, it's a bad.
like we hardly get to see for 3 hours, 4 hours. Like we don't go beyond 6 hours.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, then we are doing the job and coming home so tired. I think if you're getting things delivered at our doorstep,
No, it's an absolute ideal.
here is technology.
Yeah, the thing, I'm all for technology. Amazon, Blinkit, like I don't think I can survive without them anymore. And I don't feel the need to go into a supermarket anymore also.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Yeah, so I think that's guys the round. So guys, that brings us to a roundup of the 5 apps, the digital apps that we have been using ever since we became mom.
I think we're forgetting the sixth one. Personal life.
Oh shit!
See, मैं इसको continue से कहते हैं. The next on the list, it would be crying not to mention this one. It Post Cry app.
Oh, I think Palan, that was the first app I downloaded when I came to India recently because I needed to buy a traditional outfit for AR for first Diwali here, and such a wide variety.
And you'll not get it anywhere else. I think all baby related stuff that you think you imagine, like the cutesy things, the shoes, the accessories, it's nowhere else. And for like, making him Krishna ji and all that, like I to buy Diwali, everything, it is all first cry. There's no other place you can go to. When to shops is like all useless. First cry, it is for everything.
Yeah, until unless you have access to those shops. And I think we don't have the time.
Nobody has the time. Like even if you have access, I don't think we have the time. We might as well call for 2, 3 outfits and just see whatever sits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much convenience, man.
I think otherwise also my experience with First Cry has been really good because whether it is traditional outfits, even since Ayan is into the solid sort of a phase, and he's really bad with
Quietly close your other car. Like it's
I don't
that you buy expensive clothes.
I don't invest a lot in a lot of Maya branded ticket items for him because I know he's going to spoil them and he's going to play, he's going to do painting. So I think for those daily wear clothes, First Cry is very affordable also.
It definitely is. I think my go-to for all winter clothes also. So I remember buying a pack of 10 t-shirts, yeah, which go under, like you can tie them like onesies. Oh, for winters. Because then when you pick up the baby, the shirt, the jacket, everything goes up. But with this, it's just covered, like completely covered. I think phenomenal. Yeah, 1,000 rupees and 10 t-shirts. I just use them all through and through.
Good app. So I think, yeah, that's also must have. I still have it in my phone.
Yeah, I use it. And you're gonna have it for next 3, 4 years for sure.
Yeah, I use it very regular.
Yeah. Okay, moms, I think we loved having a conversation about all these apps and about all the convenience we're getting because of them.
So true, Palak. And if you come across any app that can help toddlers stop throwing food, please add that to the list as well and sign me up on it.
I think I'll also eventually need it some more sure. And moms, if you know of any other apps that we can use or you're missing out on, please mention in comments.
And don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and catch us in the next episode of the More Talk Con. Until then, happy Parent Day.